Sometimes they get rewarded, sometimes they don't, but they always play the same way. So that's what they did tonight. They got rewarded by going to the net. They're always good defensively. Noel will add the physicality. I think, going back to the previous question, we made the switch. We need to be a little more physical against that line. I thought, they were able to deliver that too.
Left side standing up.
Bruce, considering all that, what still worked so well for you guys to limit any attempts they even tried to put on net? I mean, they had 3 shots on goal in the second period. I know you have a lot of power plays, and they had 12 in the last 40 minutes. What went into that?
Well, I think typically for most of the year we play good team defense. So it starts with that. It's our identity. I thought we broke pucks out better as the game went along. So they're a forecheck team. That's how they establish territory, and it's part of their offense. And certainly the second goal was a big product of that. And the first one, that's right, they threw it behind Z. So both their goals were behind us. So we started managing it better and breaking out. I think that limits their opportunities. I don't know them as well as but watching them, they're not a huge line rush team because they're forecheck dominant. We stayed out of the box. I think that helps limit the chance attempts. They're spending energy killing penalties, so I think that takes away from some of their offense. I think we just know how to check, Dan. I think we've done it to Carolina, Toronto, Columbus. We know how to play winning hockey when we need to and limit the other team's chances, and that's a credit to the veteran guys in the room.
Left side, second row.
Coach, what does it say about the makeup of your team that you're able to come back and do so against a team as stingy as the Blues? And is it easier to muster whatever energy is needed to do something like that, considering what's at stake?
Well, listen, I wouldn't make it a habit. I don't think we're going to be able to do that every night against good teams. St. Louis is certainly a good team. But I think some of it was we weren't too happy with the way the game was going. We weren't playing our game. We weren't playing to our standard. And I think after the second goal, our guys, that kind of woke us up. And from there, need something good to happen. It did. The Corrali play at Clifton, got us into the game, got the crowd back into the game, and all of a sudden, now we're starting to go. And, when we start skating, second period, it can be tough on one team or the other with a long change. Whatever team starts to dominate, I've always found the second period they'll continue to dominate because the other team gets stuck getting the puck out, changing. They never really establish anything. So we were able to build on that first goal. But our team has been resilient all year if you watch our group. And not necessarily from comebacks, but just, different guys in the lineup, different guys producing. We're generally going to, up and down the lineup, get guys that are going to play hard and they're not going to quit, that's for sure. And they're going to respond, and tonight was a good example.
We'll do a few more left side, third row, Frank.
Bruce, what is it about your power play that seems to need so little offensive zone time in order to create chances and score?
Well, we've got some skill, guys that can finish, some individuals that can do some things one-on-one. I think Charlie got a bit of a break. I don't know if that hit your stick or not, but JoJo got through there once too, hit a post. So we're okay with designing breakouts where there's a chance to score off the rush. We did it well against Carolina, and we encourage our guys to attack if it's there. I thought it was sloppy tonight in general, our power play. Didn't execute as well as it typically could. Some of that has to do with the break. I think you lose your edge a little bit. I also thought we generated some good plays. A real nice play to Marsh through the seam, just misfired on it. We hit a couple of posts, had some net front tips, because I think St. Louis makes it difficult to get inside. We like to play down low on the power play, so now you've got our strength against their strength, and for the most part they won the battle there tonight, but at the end of the day we were able to get one off the rush, and it was very timely as well.
We'll do 2 more questions, left side.
Coach Jimmy Murphy, Boston Hockey Now. Sorry if you already touched on it, but Clifton there, what do you like about his instinct on that goal to just sort of see what was in front of him there to make it happen?
Well, it's one of the reasons he's here, because he's got good hockey IQ. He's learned when to go, when to be conservative, when to pick the right spot without being risky, without putting us at a disadvantage. So, like I said, he kind of slides in there. And all of a sudden, he's there. So obviously that's smarts, and it's also foot speed. He's a better skater, I think, than people realize. He's stronger on his feet, I think, than people realize. And when I say people, I mean the opposition. So I think that's what it allows him to be there. And he's got a little bit of that, they call it Cliffy hockey. He just plays on instinct. And right now his instincts are good to him. And it's working.
Last question, left side, fourth row.
Here, Coach, what are the main things for your team you need to do better for the second game?
Start on time. I mean, we've prided ourselves on that. I didn't think we were bad, but you know, at home you want to be the dominant team. They've been real good in the playoffs first period, and so have we. That's one thing. I thought we were bad at the blue lines in terms of being hard on pucks early on. I think that had to do with, we don't like to talk about it, but at time off, you don't have your edge yet in your battle, and you're trying to replicate it in practice. It's just not going to happen. You're risking injury too much. So those things should come a little more naturally on Wednesday, I hope. You know, they're a heavy team, and if you're not willing to battle, you're going to lose pucks all night. They reload well, so I think that was a lot. The third part is when we did win a battle, we didn't move our feet to get going up ice. We kind of looked around to make a play. So at the end of the day, we're playing right to their strengths, which, you know, they work hard, they reload, and they're strong on pucks. So, you know, as soon as we seemed to win it, we gave it right back. I think that was the problem in the first period, and we figured it out in the second.
Thank you, Coach.